Was your Tyler's back with a Raw review for September 8th, 2025, and I thought it was a decent episode of Raw. That's better than bland, but still, we're what, a week now from WrestlePalooza. Yeah, it was in the Fisherman Forum in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So they basically recap what happened in Paris, where Becky helped Seth won the four-way to keep the World Heavyweight title, and then AJ Lee raised her return on SmackDown. But you obviously know, you saw the SmackDown review, and then we started with the Usos coming out, and then Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed came out and setting up the tag match at WrestlePalooza, and then LA Knight attacks Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, and then inadvertently hit Jey Uso. That's set up later in the main event. But that's Bronson Reed and LA Knight. Uh, anyways, that's all what happened in the beginning of it. Still, so yeah, and then we get AJ Styles defeating El Grande Fuckery. I wish AJ Styles would have ripped the fucking mask off after the match, but I guess that didn't happen. There fucking grande fuckery, and then Dragon Lee comes in to save the day, and that's how it ended. Yeah, at least AJ got a win at least, but he needs to move away from the Raw scene, go back to SmackDown. I'm just being honest here, but doesn't look like he has anything else left to do, anyways. But regardless of that, but yeah, I'll give it a 3 out of 5. It was okay. It was actually good, actually. Anyways, then the Raw GM appears. Well, the Eagle tells Io Sky that Stan Vicker couldn't make it to Raw, so he had to cancel the contract signing. And then I was like, wait, what? What the hell's going on here? Then Nikki Bella walks up about Vic here, and Pierce said he doesn't see why she won't be at WrestlePalooza, and then the Kabuki Warrior come in and also dismiss Nikki Bella, which this is about a match between the two, and yeah. So there's that, and then they talk about the video page of AJ Lee. There's that, and then Raquel Rodriguez defeats Lyra Valkyria. Wow, how the might had fallen for her. This was just, yeah, a 2. I'll give it. Anyway, then Penta is talking with the Warriors before bumping into the GM, and then Rusev walks over and then set up a match between them. Anyways, then AJ Styles and Dragon Lee tells that he appreciates him having his back, and then Jimmy Uso walks up and greets them before Jimmy finds his brother Jay getting ready to leave. Quotation marks. And Jimmy said they need to help Ellen Knight, and Jay said he's done with Knight. Knight tries to get him. What about him? And then, yeah. But yeah, we know he was going back into the building during the main event. But yeah. Then AJ Lee makes her way out. She actually stole the Women's Intercontinental Championship. So there's that, and AJ Lee comes into a massive reaction, and she introduced herself. Her name is AJ Lee. And then there was an AJ Lee chance going to 10 years. She said 10 years ago she retired. She felt like she had accomplished all of her dreams in wrestling. And she was contacted to hang up her tailors. And then there's that. She wasn't healthy. She took care of herself. And then Becky Lynch hits down here. By the way, AJ Lee still got on the mic also. Lynch is dressed in red and wearing her extra sunglasses, and and Lynch says she's not a chicken and all that. She wants her belt back, and then Seth Rollins comes out and Rollins tells AJ Lee to give Becky her Intercontinental title back. They can all leave this dump of a city as soon as possible, and then AJ Lee states that it is really a good idea. She has a better idea. Set up a mixed tag between AJ Lee and CM Punk versus Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins, and then of course that happens. Punk walks up, and then that settles the match at WrestlePalooza, and AJ Lee threw the Intercontinental title down. Yeah, that's how she thinks about the women's mid-card titles. Again, what is the fucking point of these mid-card titles? Anyways, then there's another Bayley field pack of hearing voices in her head. Came from 2006 with May 19th. Anyway, she felt bad about having to hurt Lyra Valkyria, and then Bayley goes back and forth between the hugger and the role model. Just why? Before saying she'll make it right. I have no fucking clue. Is she a heel or is she a face? Don't know. Rusev defeats Penta. I swear this is like an AEW match. Literally. And then the New Day and Grayson Waller comes out, and I was like, really? Rusev won. This was an okay match, a 2 out of 5, but still. Bronson Reed is prepared with Braun Breaker. He'll battle LA Knight in the main event. They talk about Raw will start at 7 p.m. next week. I don't know why. Maybe because of stupid football. There's a recap of, John Cena's final SmackDown, before when Lesnar at 5 p.m. that set up the match at WrestlePalooza. That could be the main event of WrestlePalooza, let's be fair here. Anyways, then LA Knight is warming up when Jimmy Uso walks in. And then Jimmy wants to confirm him that tonight was an accident and stuff like that. Asuka defeats Nikki Bella by submission. Thank the Lord. Because I'm going to point this out real quickly. Why is Nikki Bella back? All she does is lose. She lost to Becky Lynch, and she lost to Asuka here. The only person she defeated was fucking Chelsea Green. I mean, come on. Yeah. That's all I have to say about it. It was 2.5, I'll give it. Yeah. And then the main event is Bronson Reed defeating LA Knight. All I gotta say was mediocre. Jey Uso, before that, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed double team Knight until Jimmy Uso runs down, and then Jey Uso comes in, and then Spears Braun Breaker, and a Braun Breaker Spears Jay, and then Knight comes in with a steel chair, helps both of them, and then Jay Spears LA Knight. That's how the show ended. Yeah. Also, before this, Asuka and got into another conversation with fucking Rhea Ripley. Rhea should be the heel. I'm being honest with you, but whatever. The main event, it was okay. It was fine. It was a dinner 2.5. Um, yeah. Uh, I don't know about this. B minus, yeah. I mean, nothing terrible about it, but yeah. B minus. So yeah, I might do the dumpster fire tomorrow. Yeah, and then Sunday, I'll probably do my least favorite wrestling games. So yeah, because Wednesday will be episode 94, showing on the last stuff before this Saturday's Revenge. So you probably understand why. And there's that. And Thursday, my second show, you can subscribe to the location on that one. You will see TNA Unbreakable 2005 on there, and there. Like this video, comment below, subscribe to this channel, notification bell also. There. Goodbye.